Welcome to Public Health 302, Health and Disease, Concepts and Contexts. My name is Kara Manner. I use she, her pronouns, and I'll be your instructor this semester. In this introductory video, I'll introduce myself a little bit more. I'll talk about the purpose of the course and key elements of the syllabus, and then we'll wrap up with an overview of the required technology. This is my second semester teaching Public Health 302. In addition to teaching, I currently do research on knowledge production within public health. That means I study the stories we tell about people and their health when we do public health research and the consequences of those stories. I am interested in the uses and meanings of disability in public health, and we'll cover that later in the course. I also have worked as a project director, coordinating data collection and managing data for a case control study. But the most important thing you should know about me is that I have a 6-year-old cat named Coconut. You can expect her to make unscripted appearances throughout the course. Now, let's get into some course content. First, what is this course about? So far, your coursework has covered topics like data collection and analysis, the relationship between climate and health, and key determinants of population health and inequities. This semester, we're going to take a different approach and start with the question, what do we mean when we talk about health? Then we'll move on to explore how ideas about disease and illness change across place and time, and how those ideas interact with understandings of race, gender, class, and other social positions. For example, we'll discuss how evolving gender roles have influenced public health programs and goals around reproduction. We'll also take a look at a time when homosexuality was diagnosed as a mental health condition, and the activism that led to the rejection of that idea. Now let's talk about some course logistics. This course will have one live meeting via Zoom each Wednesday. Attendance is required. We'll use this time to dive into questions around the course material, and you'll be asked to do a short presentation from time to time. I'll host office hours after this session. This course has 4 graded elements. The big one is the paper that you'll put together over the course of the semester. I'll cover that more during our first Wednesday session. Weekly assignments are designed to prepare you to participate in each week's live session. They will also help you to contribute to the discussion board. In terms of attendance, please reach out to me as soon as possible if something comes up that prevents you from coming to the live sessions or completing your work on time. If you can notify me in advance, that's even better. Please also make sure you review the syllabus for the COVID-19 attendance policy. There are also several other important policies in the syllabus that you should review. If you need a specific ADA accommodation to be successful in this course, please reach out to the Accessibility Resource Center. I am also happy to work with you to meet your learning access needs. Just let me know as soon as you can. The same goes for religious accommodations. If you will be away from class for religious reasons, please let me know in advance. In terms of pronouns and preferred name, the syllabus has instructions for listing these on your official records at UWM. The LGBTQ+ Resource Center can also offer support. You will have the opportunity to provide this information to me on an About Me form that you will complete during the first week of class. Please feel free to communicate with me about your name and pronouns as needed. Finally, we have academic misconduct. This course is about learning and applying critical thinking skills in public health. You will have opportunities to be successful using your own work, so there's really no need to copy others. In the first class, I'll cover some strategies to avoid plagiarism, and we'll practice those throughout the semester. To wrap up this video, I just want to make a couple notes about technology. We will use Canvas sparingly in this course. You'll only use it to turn in assignments. There's a course website that includes all course materials we will use during the semester. For our live weekly sessions, we will use Zoom. You can create a basic Zoom account for free. I encourage you to add your picture to your profile on Zoom so that it can be seen during times when it is not possible for you to have your video on. In addition, we'll use Slack as our discussion board. I'll go over your first discussion board assignment during our first week of class. Please make sure you accept the Slack invite that I will send you prior to class. And finally, if you don't have a Google account, please make sure that you create one so that you can access the different tools that we may use for course activities like the Jamboard. I hope that this has been a useful introduction to Public Health 302 for this semester. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me via email. I look forward to meeting each of you this semester and diving into critical conversations about public health.